Everyone is excited today because it's the 1st of June and many of us are just counting down the hours until the gates of hell open for Diablo 4. This is if you decided to give Blizzard extra money so you can play early. I have extremely high hopes for this game to keep me entertained outside of raiding on Wrath of the Lich King Classic. The FOMO is real with any game launch, and because I have loads of friends in my WoW guild that are going to be playing, well, I've got one friend and that's my dog, but for the purpose of this video, let's pretend I've got real human friends. I don't want to be left behind. This brings us to the first problem. Currently here in the UK, it's the school holidays and nearly the weekend, which means I'm going to be trying to smash my way to the end game whilst also being in aggro range of a couple of rabid children. For this reason, during the day particularly when they're awake, sitting in front of the PC out in my office will get tricky. For this reason, I want as many ways as possible, no matter where I am, in or even out of the house, to still be able to smash my way through thousands of monsters and keep getting the XP and the loot. I've got 3 solutions, with one of them definitely being my favourite, so let's start with that. The Steam Deck. Now this Steam Deck, which I bought when it launched, this bad boy during Wrath of the Lich King pre-patch last year was absolutely amazing. It meant for those few days where I was leveling on fresh servers, I could actually walk away from the PC or even chill in the hot tub for half hour and still be leveling. You can use a mouse and keyboard with it or use the Steam Deck controller itself, and judging by YouTube gameplay videos I've seen during the recent server slam, it's going to run surprisingly well. There will be a little bit of tweaking of settings to get you a good 2 to 3 hours of gameplay off the battery alone, and also to keep the frame rate steady whilst also keeping the temperatures down, but it's nothing complicated at all. I don't use the Steam Deck anywhere near enough, but with me wanting to level a new character on WoW and now the launch of Diablo 4, on top of this, the sun's actually starting to rear its head outside as well, I feel like the next few months are going to put my Steam Deck to the test. With all the changes over the months, there is so much more you can do with a Steam Deck now that you couldn't before. You can have Discord on it, OBS on it if you want to record your gameplay. I mean, just having the game and Discord alone, that's all I need for Diablo. It's fairly simple to get Battle.net all set up and working on your Steam Deck, and actually, here's a guy called Oh No, It's Alex. He done a fantastic walkthrough on getting to the point you need to be at to simply hit the install button on Diablo. So if you're confused at exactly how to get the Battle.net launcher on your Steam Deck, go check him out. I'll put a link in the description below. Diablo really is the perfect fit for a Steam Deck in terms of how the game plays. Once you're at a decent level where you can more or less spam 1 or 2 buttons through dungeons, endlessly killing everything around you, you don't need to be sat at a PC to do it. You can chill in front of the TV, have a lay down, or just hook it up to a big screen and carry on grinding away. So that would be my first solution to taking Diablo to the next level. By next level, what I really mean is not sat at your PC. The second way is probably actually a mistake on my part after realising that the Steam Deck will run it just fine. When pre-orders opened, I ordered it on both PS5 and PC. This was so I could do exactly what I've been talking about so far. Play the PS5 I have in the bedroom, or move the portable PS5 setup that I've got, which can literally be wheeled anywhere in or out the house, as long as there's power, of course, and keep on playing. It was to give me options on where I can carry on grinding. Loads of you are already probably thinking, or maybe even typing, why not just install it on a laptop? Well, I use a Mac, and there's no native Mac support. I do have a gaming laptop, but it's an absolute monster and really not comfortable to sit with. Let's be honest, it would be a lot more comfortable sat playing Diablo on a Steam Deck or playing it in front of a big telly on a PS5 than it would be with a burning hot laptop sat on your lap. But anyway, with that aside, let's just move on. It's fairly obvious that having it on your Xbox or PS5 is another option if you aren't at your PC. The final way I plan to keep myself in the world of Diablo is a little bit different. Definitely not what I originally bought the device for, but it's absolutely epic. And honestly, depending where I am, when I'm actually playing, if this option is viable, this is the one I'm going to be using. The MetaQuest Pro VR headset. This connects wirelessly to your PC with AirLink. You have access to everything on your PC. You can move all your windows around, hook up a controller, or play with a mouse and keyboard. You can use the built-in mic on the headset, which is actually surprisingly good. And this is actually the microphone on the Quest Pro, so perfectly usable on Discord. To keep chatting on Discord. Obviously, playing the game just feels more immersive as well because you're playing on a massive screen, or small screen because you can resize everything, obviously. The only one downside to this is if you have weak Wi-Fi. The wireless option might not be great. I recently bought a new Asus router just for my VR headset because the bulk standard BT Home Hub that my ISP provided, it just wasn't good enough. You can use a really long link cable, but now you can have a cable running from the PC to wherever you are. So this definitely has downsides, but for me, where I have a sofa just behind me, just there, to step away from the PC, have a slouch on the sofa with a VR headset on and controller in hand. This will definitely be as far away from the PC as I ideally want to be, because I can still see it. God, I'm sad. So that's it. A nice short video on all the ways I'm going to keep myself grinding away for as many hours as possible. I don't know how long Diablo will hold my attention for, because normally I get bored once I've seen everything in the game and don't really feel the need to do it over and over again to get the best possible gear, because ultimately, if I can clear everything in the gear that I've got, then my gear's good enough. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.